If you are a senior watching this, what you add to your daily tea or coffee may be just as important as the drink itself. Most people think of tea and coffee as simple comfort beverages, but when you add the right natural ingredients, these drinks become daily medicine, supporting your immune system, your heart, your brain, your digestion, and even your joints. Today, I'm going to share 4 powerful ingredients that seniors can safely add to tea or coffee every day to reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, improve circulation, support brain health, and protect the body from the root causes of chronic disease. These are not trendy supplements. These are ancient, research-backed natural remedies that work at the cellular level. Every morning, millions of seniors wake up, walk into their kitchens, and pour the same cup of tea or coffee they've been drinking for decades, never realizing that this simple daily ritual is either quietly healing their body or silently accelerating disease. What if I told you that the difference between the two is not found in a hospital, not in a pharmacy, and not in a prescription bottle, but in 4 small ingredients that can turn your daily drink into cellular medicine? Science now confirms that what you stir into your cup controls inflammation, blood sugar, circulation, brain aging, immunity, and even how fast your organs break down after 60. And the most shocking part is this: most seniors are unknowingly feeding disease every morning while believing they are doing nothing wrong. Let's begin with this fact. Chronic inflammation is now recognized as the root driver behind heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, Alzheimer's, cancer, and immune collapse. Medical journals have confirmed that over 90% of all age-related diseases share inflammation as their common starting point. And what is one of the largest daily triggers of inflammation in the senior body? Blood sugar spikes, oxidative stress, and poor circulation, all of which are directly influenced by what goes into that warm cup in your hands. One single ingredient can either push your arteries closer to blockage or pull them back toward health. One single spice can either inflame your joints or lubricate them. One simple teaspoon can either weaken your immune system or activate it like an internal shield. Cinnamon is not just a spice. Clinical trials published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition show that cinnamon dramatically increases insulin sensitivity and lowers fasting blood glucose in older adults. That means every time a senior drinks plain tea or coffee without cinnamon, their blood sugar spikes sharply and crashes violently, damaging blood vessels with each swing. Those microscopic sugar spikes tear through the lining of arteries like sandpaper, slowly leading to heart attacks, strokes, blindness, and kidney failure. But when cinnamon enters the bloodstream, glucose is absorbed into the cells smoothly and slowly, preventing those dangerous spikes from ever happening. This is not folklore. This is measured biochemistry. Seniors who consume cinnamon daily show reduced triglycerides, lower LDL cholesterol, and improved circulation within weeks, not years. Now listen carefully to this next fact because it shocks even doctors. After age 60, circulation to the brain naturally drops by up to 20%. That means less oxygen, less glucose, and slower nerve signaling. This is one of the hidden reasons memory fades, balance weakens, and reaction time slows with age. Ginger directly reverses this process. Medical imaging studies show that ginger increases blood flow to the brain by improving nitric oxide activity and relaxing the walls of blood vessels. That means better focus, steadier walking, warmer hands and feet, and fewer dizzy spells. Every cup of tea or coffee without ginger allows circulation to continue declining silently. Every cup with ginger pushes blood where it's supposed to go. And then there is turmeric, perhaps the most powerful anti-aging compound ever put into human food. Curcumin, its active compound, has been studied in over 12,000 peer-reviewed research papers. It neutralizes free radicals that damage DNA, it suppresses inflammatory genes, and it blocks the same molecular pathways that drive cancer cell growth and brain degeneration. Brain scans show that older adults with consistent turmeric intake have higher memory retention, stronger learning capacity, and slower cognitive decline. Yet most seniors will go their entire lives never knowing that a quarter teaspoon added to their daily drink could have slowed the very process they feared most, losing their mind before losing their life. Now we arrive at the most misunderstood ingredient of all, raw honey. For decades, seniors have been told to fear sweetness, to avoid anything that tastes good, and to believe all sugar is poison. But raw honey is not sugar in the way the body understands sugar. It contains live enzymes, antimicrobial compounds, polyphenols, and immune-activating molecules that processed sugar destroys completely. Studies show that raw honey increases white blood cell activity, enhances gut barrier integrity, and suppresses harmful bacteria without killing beneficial microbiome species. Seniors who consume raw honey regularly show stronger immune responses, fewer respiratory infections, better sleep, and improved digestion. Meanwhile, those who rely on artificial sweeteners to stay safe often disrupt their gut bacteria so severely that their immune systems weaken further with time. Now here's the moment where everything comes together. When cinnamon stabilizes blood sugar, when ginger drives circulation, when turmeric extinguishes inflammation, and when raw honey restores immune strength, the body enters a biological state that medicine struggles to reproduce with drugs. Blood becomes thinner naturally, arteries become softer, the brain becomes better fed, the joints become less inflamed, the gut becomes more resilient, the immune system stops overreacting and starts responding correctly. This is not supplementation, it is biological programming through food. And here is the most devastating truth of all. Most seniors are prescribed more medications each year not because their bodies are failing faster, but because their daily habits are quietly undermining their biology at the cellular level. No pill can undo inflammation that repeats 3 times a day through food choices. No injection can permanently repair blood vessels that are attacked at every meal, and no memory drug can rebuild brain cells that are being damaged every morning by unstable blood sugar and oxidative stress. But 1 cup, taken daily, with the right ingredients, can. The human body does not recognize brand names. It recognizes molecules. It responds to chemical signals, not pharmaceutical marketing. When cinnamon enters the bloodstream, cells open. When ginger circulates, oxygen flows. When turmeric reaches the nucleus, inflammation shuts down. When raw honey reaches the gut, immunity rises. This is not belief. This is biochemistry unfolding in real time inside the human body. And yet, the tragedy is this: most people will never be told. They will be given stronger drugs for weaker bodies. They will be told aging is the problem, when in reality, silent inflammation is the true enemy. They will be told decline is inevitable, when in reality, decline is often nutritional, chemical, and preventable. Every morning, you choose between feeding disease or feeding recovery. Every cup is a fork in the road. One path leads quietly to stiffness, fatigue, foggy memory, weak immunity, failing organs, and dependence. The other path leads quietly, not dramatically, not instantly, but steadily to clearer thinking, stronger joints, warmer circulation, calmer digestion, and slower aging at the cellular level. The most powerful medicine most seniors will ever take is not found in a prescription bottle. It is already sitting in their kitchen, waiting to be used correctly, waiting to be activated, waiting to be understood. And once you understand this, your morning drink is never just a drink again. Most seniors believe disease arrives with age like an unavoidable storm, but science now exposes a far more disturbing truth. The body does not suddenly collapse with time. It is slowly dismantled by 5 hidden biological enemies working silently for decades beneath the surface: chronic inflammation, insulin resistance, oxidative stress, poor circulation, and immune dysfunction. These 5 forces do not attack loudly. They whisper, they erode, they weaken tissue 1 cell at a time until the heart fails, the brain fogs, the joints stiffen, the immune system collapses, and medicine calls it aging. But aging was never the real killer. These 5 processes were. Chronic inflammation alone is now recognized in medical journals as the central driver behind over 90% of all degenerative diseases. Heart disease, arthritis, Alzheimer's, cancer, diabetes, autoimmune disorders, all of them ignite in the same inflammatory fire. Inside an inflamed body, blood vessels swell, nerve signals weaken, insulin receptors malfunction, and immune cells lose the ability to tell friend from enemy. This is why seniors often suffer from multiple conditions at once. It is not bad luck, it is a single fire spreading through different organs. And here is the shocking reality. Most prescription drugs given to seniors do not remove inflammation at its root. They only mute the pain signals while the fire continues burning underneath. Meanwhile, certain natural compounds have been shown through thousands of peer-reviewed studies to directly block inflammatory pathways at the genetic level. Turmeric's curcumin suppresses NF-κB, the master switch that turns on inflammatory genes. Ginger inhibits COX-2 enzymes in the same way anti-inflammatory drugs do, but without destroying the stomach lining. Cinnamon reduces inflammatory markers by stabilizing blood sugar. Raw honey repairs gut inflammation by restoring the microbiome barrier. This is not alternative medicine, this is molecular biology. Insulin resistance is the second silent destroyer. By the time most seniors are diagnosed with diabetes, their cells have already been resisting insulin for over 10 years. Every sugar spike scars blood vessels. Every crash starves the brain. This is why memory loss and type 2 diabetes often appear together. They share the same metabolic damage. Research shows that unstable blood sugar directly accelerates brain shrinkage in aging adults. But cinnamon changes that equation. Clinical trials confirm cinnamon increases glucose transporter activity, allowing sugar to move from the bloodstream into the cell where it belongs. This single simple change reduces arterial damage, nerve degeneration, kidney strain, and retinal destruction simultaneously. That means one targeted ingredient can protect 4 major organ systems at once. Oxidative stress is the third killer, and it works like internal rust. Free radicals are unstable molecules that steal electrons from healthy cells, damaging DNA, proteins, and mitochondria. Every year after age 40, oxidative stress increases while internal antioxidant defenses weaken. This is one of the key reasons cancer risk doubles with every decade of age. Curcumin from turmeric is one of the most powerful natural scavengers of these destructive radicals ever discovered. Lab studies show it neutralizes free radicals before they can mutate DNA. Brain studies show it slows plaque formation associated with Alzheimer's disease. Vascular studies show it protects the delicate lining of arteries from oxidative tearing. When oxidative stress drops, aging itself slows at the cellular level. Poor circulation is the fourth hidden executioner of senior health. Every organ depends on blood flow. When circulation weakens, oxygen delivery drops, nutrients fail to arrive, and waste products accumulate in tissue. This is why seniors develop cold extremities, brain fog, muscle weakness, erectile dysfunction, kidney decline, slow wound healing, and dizziness. Ginger directly reverses vascular constriction by increasing nitric oxide availability, allowing blood vessels to expand. Studies confirm that improved circulation from ginger directly enhances cognitive function, balance, muscle endurance, and heart resilience. When blood moves properly, life moves properly. Immune dysfunction is the fifth and most misunderstood destroyer. Most seniors believe their immune system weakens with age. In reality, it becomes confused. Instead of responding precisely, it either underreacts to real threats or overreacts and attacks the body itself. This is why seniors experience both infections and autoimmune flare-ups. The gut controls more than 70% of immune signaling, and raw honey restores gut integrity without damaging beneficial bacteria. Its antibacterial compounds suppress harmful microbes without collapsing the microbiome ecosystem like antibiotics do. Research shows raw honey enhances antibody production, increases leukocyte response, and improves immune intelligence rather than simply stimulating blind aggression. Now here is the moment that changes everything. These 5 root processes, inflammation, insulin resistance, oxidative stress, poor circulation, and immune dysfunction, do not act separately. They amplify each other. Inflammation worsens insulin resistance. Insulin resistance increases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress damages blood vessels. Poor circulation weakens the immune system. A weak immune system allows inflammation to explode. This is a self-feeding loop that accelerates aging faster each year once it begins. But here is the power most seniors have never been told they possess. When even one of these root processes is corrected, the others begin to weaken automatically. And when multiple are targeted at the same time through daily nutritional compounds, the entire destructive loop begins to collapse. That is why these 4 simple ingredients, cinnamon, ginger, turmeric, and raw honey, are so profoundly powerful together. They do not chase symptoms, they dismantle the machinery of decline. This is why someone can take 5 medications and still feel weaker every year. And this is why another person with simple daily habits can quietly grow stronger without fanfare. One approach battles symptoms, the other reprograms biology. The most dangerous myth ever sold to seniors is that chronic disease is inevitable. It is not inevitable, it is conditional. It depends on whether the internal environment remains inflamed, resistant, oxidized, congested, and immunologically confused. Change the environment, and the outcome changes with it. Every cell in your body is listening to the chemical signals you send it. Cinnamon sends the signal to open the door to glucose. Ginger sends the signal to widen the blood vessels. Turmeric sends the signal to shut down inflammatory genes. Raw honey sends the signal to restore immune balance. These signals do not act emotionally, they act mathematically, they follow biochemical law, and when they are sent daily, the body responds daily. And here is the final truth that most people never hear. The body does not know how old you are. It only knows the internal conditions it is forced to survive in. Give it inflammation, and it will age faster. Give it insulin chaos, and it will fracture at the molecular level. Give it oxidative stress, and it will mutate. Give it congestion, and it will suffocate. Give it immune confusion, and it will attack itself. But remove those conditions, and the body does what it was designed to do from the very beginning: repair, regenerate, and protect itself every single day. You do not age because you are old. You age because these 5 biological enemies go unchallenged, and when they are challenged consistently, the future of your body changes quietly but permanently. Most seniors are waiting for a miracle that will never arrive, a pill strong enough to reverse time, a surgery powerful enough to erase decades of damage, a diagnosis that somehow comes with a reset button. But the most dangerous lie ever sold to aging humanity is the idea that healing happens in single dramatic moments. Science now confirms the opposite. Healing happens quietly, repetitively, daily, in habits so small they seem insignificant until they become unstoppable. Every single cell in your body is built to respond to what you do every day, not what you do once. Your heart does not fail in a moment. It weakens over 100,000 small choices every year. Your brain does not lose memory overnight. It loses blood flow, glucose control, antioxidant protection, and nerve signaling gradually, one neglected day at a time. Your immune system does not collapse suddenly. It is confused slowly by poor sleep, unstable blood sugar, chronic inflammation, and gut damage repeated daily for decades. And yet in that frightening truth is the most powerful promise modern medicine has ever confirmed. The same slow process that breaks the body can also rebuild it if the direction is reversed. A single healthy habit feels weak on day 1. On day 10 it feels hopeful. On day 100 it becomes biological law. By the time a year passes, your blood chemistry, your hormone balance, your nerve signaling, and your immune behavior no longer match who you used to be. Study after study now confirms that consistent micro-habits outperform extreme medical interventions in long-term survival. One landmark analysis published in the New England Journal of Medicine showed that daily inflammatory load predicts mortality more accurately than cholesterol, weight, or even blood pressure. What that means is this: what you calm every day matters more than what you treat once a year. The human body is not impressed by intensity, it is transformed by consistency. Every morning, your body wakes up running the chemical memory of yesterday. If yesterday was filled with blood sugar crashes, inflammatory spikes, oxidative damage, and poor circulation, your cells wake up already wounded. If yesterday was filled with stability, nourishment, gentle detoxification, and vascular support, your cells wake up prepared to repair. You are not starting new each day. You are continuing a molecular story that never resets. This is why small habits feel powerless at first. They are not changing today, they are changing tomorrow's starting point. When a senior adds one stabilizing habit to their daily life, just one, the body adjusts insulin sensitivity. That alone reduces arterial damage, nerve degeneration, kidney strain, and brain glucose starvation at the same time. When one circulation-supporting habit is repeated daily, oxygen delivery increases, waste removal improves, and the brain becomes better fed minute by minute. When one anti-inflammatory habit becomes automatic, joints soften, blood pressure stabilizes, autoimmune flare-ups calm, and tissue stops being attacked from the inside. These are not motivational ideas. These are mechanical responses governed by chemistry. The most shocking discovery in longevity science is not how quickly the body breaks. It is how quickly it begins to rebuild when given the right signals daily. Mitochondria, the energy centers of your cells, begin regenerating in as little as 2 weeks when oxidative stress drops. Blood vessels become more elastic within 30 days of improved circulation. Insulin receptors resensitize within weeks when sugar spikes stabilize. The brain forms new synaptic connections even in old age when inflammation decreases and blood flow improves. The immune system recalibrates when the gut barrier repairs. Your body is never too old to respond. It is only too inflamed, too congested, too insulin resistant, too oxidized, or too confused. And this is the brutal truth most people never hear until it's too late. Dramatic change fails because the body resists it. Gradual change succeeds because the body adapts to it. Crash diets fail. Extreme workouts injure. Harsh detoxes overload the liver. Radical supplement stacks overwhelm organs. The body protects itself from sudden shocks, but it welcomes slow improvement. It embraces patterns. It rewires itself around repetition. Your biology is not looking for perfection. It is looking for rhythm. 1 teaspoon daily does more than 1 heroic dose monthly. 1 stable morning routine reshapes hormone signaling more than 1 desperate medical intervention. 1 quiet health ritual, repeated 365 times, shapes a stronger body than 1 year of panic-driven health decisions. And here is the most dangerous delay trap of all. Seniors often say, "I feel okay now, I will start later." But later is when symptoms appear, not when damage begins. Arteries harden silently. Brain shrinkage begins silently. Insulin resistance develops silently. Immune dysfunction grows silently, inflammation spreads silently. The body does not send warning sirens when damage first starts. By the time pain arrives, decline has already built momentum. Consistency is not powerful because it is dramatic. It is powerful because it steals disease's momentum before it becomes unstoppable. Every healthy habit you repeat daily robs disease of speed. Every day you delay gives disease more runway. And here is the emotional reality most seniors never talk about out loud. The fear is not death. The fear is dependency. The fear is losing the ability to think clearly, to walk without help, to sleep without pain, to live without being a burden. That fear is not answered by grand medical promises. It is answered by quiet daily defense. No habit announces itself as life-saving when you start it. It whispers that it is insignificant. That whisper is the final trick of disease. Because if you believe 1 daily action is too small to matter, you will never stack the 100 small actions that quietly save your life. You do not wake up one day transformed. You wake up one day realizing the transformation already happened. You realize your hands don't ache like before, your walk is steadier, your memory is sharper, your digestion is calmer, your sleep is deeper, your infections are fewer, your energy no longer collapses in the afternoon, your fear quiets, and you cannot point to 1 heroic moment that caused it. It was built invisibly inside the repetition. This is the biological miracle nobody sells because it cannot be packaged into a pill bottle. It cannot be rushed. It cannot be marketed with drama. It only works through faith and repetition. Your body is not punishing you for what you did wrong in the past. It is responding faithfully to what you do now. And the most unbelievable truth of all is this: the same daily habits that built decline can be used to build freedom, using the exact same cellular machinery, just fed with different signals. You are not broken. You are programmed. And what is programmed can be reprogrammed, not in a day, not in a week, but in a pattern. And once the pattern changes, the future of your body changes with it. If you found this helpful, like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more natural health education that works with your body, not against it.